Good morning students, welcome again. Today we will be reading the first lesson of your supplementary reader named as Vistas, and the name of the lesson is the third level, and it is written by Jack Finney, who is a very famous author. Let us read about the author. The name of the author, as I have told you, of this story is Jack Finney, whose original name was Walter Braden Finney, the author of the time travel novel Time and Again and the science fiction thriller The Body Snatcher. He first showed interest in time travel in his short story collection The Third Level. Finney specialized in works of science fiction and thrillers that won him a large number of admirers. Means so many followers, so many person were there who praises him for his specialized writing. Let us read the introduction of the story, The Third Level. The third level deals with a commuter who imagines himself to be at the third level of the Grand Central Railway Station. In reality, there are only two levels of this station in New York. The third level of the station is the creation of the commuter's imagination. Who is the commuter here? Commuter is Charlie, the central character of the story. The story is replete with fantasy. The narrator makes the third level and the journey back in time a medium of escape. The story is left open-ended as the author makes the narrator psychiatrist friend who diagnosed that it was a waking dream with fulfillment also travel back in future. Now let us read about the characters in the story. So first character is Charlie, who is the central character of the story, the protagonist. Charlie is a super sensitive and highly imaginative character, indulges in flights of fancy. He is a true representative of the modern man who is the victim of insecurity as well as indecision and wants to run away from reality. However, he is a loving husband who loves to rush back home immediately after office to be with his wife Louisa. He is fond of stamp collection, which his psychiatrist friend Sam calls a temporary refuge from reality. Let us read more about Charlie. Charlie is fascinated with the good old simple days of his grandfather when things were pretty nice and peaceful. He is intrigued by the mystery whether the third level exists at the Grand Central Railway Station or not. Having been there once, he fails to locate it at a second time. Even when he and his wife think that they have proof of existence, they fail to find it despite their best efforts. In sum, Charlie is true picture of modern man who is caught in the unwanted pulls and pressures of life and wants to escape the turbulences associated with it. So, Charlie is the symbol of today's modern life man who is busy in his working. Next character is Sam Winner, the psychiatrist friend of Charlie. As a psychiatrist, Sam is perfect in his profession. His diagnosis is precise and terse. He does not believe in mixing up his profession with his friendship. When Charlie consults him, he clearly tells him that he is looking for ways to escape since he is not happy. He is not happy with his life. However, fearing that there might be a reaction from Charlie's wife, he is wild enough to quickly wise in statement by saying that, like in modern young men, Charlie is a victim of insecurity. So, Sam Winner, Charlie's friend, told him that he want a temporary escape from his busy schedule. Therefore, he is imagining about the third level, just like the other modern man of the society. Let us see more about Sam. He dubs the narrator's hobby of stamp collection to be temporary refuge from reality. Thus, Sam is a thoroughbred professional and does not mince words where his patients are concerned. Later in the story, he too is affected by the pulls and pressures of modern life, and in his subconscious mind seeks an escape route, although he understands the truth very well as he is a psychiatrist. Thus, in the end of the story, he too discovers the third level of the Grand Central Station and escape to Galesburg of 1894, means the time of Charlie's grandfather, when peace was there all around and no pulls and pressures of the modern world were there. So Sam also found peace there, and being a scientist, he too became the sufferer of today's modern world's tribulations. Let us read the character of Louisa, Charlie's wife. Louisa is Charlie's wife. Like most women, she refuses to accept an criticism even if it happens to be positive and rational. The psychiatrist's observation that her husband was happy angers her, and she challenges it. She takes this comment as a personal attack on wife Lipkia, and she feels kind of mad. However, she is a simple lady and is not difficult to take her on full stops on being told that the modern world is full of insecurity. She feels satisfied with the psychiatrist's explanation, little realizing that he is saying the same thing in the different words. Means Lisa was quite understanding, but when Sam discovers that he is not happy, Charlie is not happy in his married in his life, so Lisa became angry at this comment. So as any person can be, more about Louisa. She is a loving and caring wife. When Charlie talks to her about the predicament regarding the third level, she gets pretty worried and advises him not to look for the third level anymore. However, she is a credulous lady, not given to reason out things on her own. When Charlie tells her about the disappearance of Sam, she joins him in looking for the third level every weekend. So Charlie told about Sam that he too has gone in the third level. So Lisa too wants that peace. Therefore, she also joined her husband. Let us see the theme of the story. The underlying idea behind the story, the third level, is the torture of a stress of insecurity and fear that people of modern times have to undergo. This results in limitless tensions and worry. Consequently, people become escapist and run from reality. Such states of affairs did not exist in the good old days of the grandfather, whose lives were simple and devoid of all complexities. They did not need to run after wild, fanciful, and unrealistic ideas or situations. Another underlying theme is the complexity of human mind, whose origins cannot be fully explained. Its instincts and thoughts are unscientific and without rationale. So the theme of the story is quite clear to you that modern man wants some escape from the busy schedule. They want peace. Let us see the chapter point wise so that the chapter will be more clear to you. Third level by Jack Finney. Three levels at Grand Central Station. The narrator feels there are three levels at Grand Central Station, New York. There are in fact only two levels. Means originally only two levels were there, but he discovers the third one also. When he discussed this matter with his psychiatrist friend, he tells him it is a waking dream wish fulfillment. Says that modern man is full of insecurity and wants an escape. So the friend of Charlie, Sam, told him that he is just thinking what sort of peace he wants, and therefore in the imagination he has created the third level of that particular Grand Central Station, third level, which leads to the peaceful days of grandfather. Okay, let us move forward. Narrator's hobby of stamp collection means Charlie was having the hobby of collecting stamps. According to the psychiatrist, it was a temporary refuge from reality. The narrator finds it hard to believe and argues that grandfather needed no refuge from reality and was contented. Yes, yet he pursued philately. Philately is the art of collecting stamps. There was no insecurity in good old days of grandfather as we know it today. So when Charlie also tried to defend himself that grandfather too used to do the stamp collection work, then Sam, psychiatrist friend of Charlie, tried to convince him by saying that grandfather did not require any refuge. He used to do this just to uh, as a hobby for himself. Okay, and there in the old days, means in the time of grandfather, there was no sort of insecurity, and therefore grandfather did not require any kind of refuge. Let us see the story further. Charlie loses his way and reaches the third level. How did he reach there at the third level? Let us see. Charlie walks late one summer night, and he was keen to get back home to his wife Lisa. In a hurry to board a train, goes down to the second level and crosses the arched doorway for the subway and loses his way. He feels Grand Central Station grows like a tree and pushes out new corridors and stairs. Narrator walks down a corridor and hears empty sound of his own footsteps. Means in the third level, Charlie alone was walking, therefore he could hear the footsteps of his own. And while walking in a hurry towards his home, he just tried to board the train when he got late from his office, and he wanted to um, go back towards his home. Then by moving towards the second level, he lost his way and reaches to the third level. Then Charlie loses his way and reaches the third level. Let us see, he find himself on the third level of Grand Central Station and finds the smaller rooms there, fewer tickets, fewer ticket windows were there, and open flame gas lights. Means the things which used to be there in the olden days, all the things were present there. Everybody at the station dressed in 19th century dresses, and he find lead story about President Cleveland in paper The World, dated June 11, 1894, and goes to the ticket window and demanded 2 tickets for Galesburg, Illinois. So when Charlie sees the newspaper, he find the news regarding the president of that particular time, 19th century. Okay, let us see. Charlie loses his way and reaches the third level and wants to go there with his wife Luisa. Where? To the Galesburg. So he wanted that 2 tickets so that he and his wife can go there. And imagine the town in the year 1895 and thinks World War First is still 20 years off and Second World War is still 40 years ahead. His currency bills not accepted at the ticket window, and the clerk gets angry at him. Therefore, he had the fear to get arrested, and for escaping himself, he just ran away from there, because he had the fake currency, because his currency were not matching in the 19th century, because he was having the modern kind of currency. Therefore, he had the fear to be arrested. Therefore, he just ran away from there. Let us see how Charlie buys old currency. He withdraws $300 from bank next day and buys old style currency. His psychiatrist friend gets worried. However, Charlie's 300 less than 200 in old style bills, wants to go back the third level to travel to Galesburg, Illinois. Okay, means he wants to go to Galesburg, and in Galesburg there is a village named Illinois. He wants to go there along with his wife. Therefore, he changed his $300 into the old kind of currency. Okay, so this is the desperacy of Charlie, that how he want to go to the third level, or how he want to go in the history. Okay, let us move forward and see whether Charlie was able to reach to his desired place or not. Let us see. Futile search for the third level. In his second attempt, narrator fails to find the corridor leading to the third level and tells everything to his wife, who is worried. She dissuades him and he stops search and resumes stamp collection as a hobby. So when Charlie collected the money of olden times, and he goes to the Grand Central Station to search the third level, at that time in the second attempt he could not find that way, so he got worried. And then his wife asked him not to think so much, and you just resume with the stamp collection hobby so that you can divert yourself. Okay, so this is the this is his second attempt, but still he was desperate to go there. Let us see how Charlie seeks third level again. He gets proof of the third level's existence owing to his friend Sam Winner's disappearance. When he come to know that Sam, his psychiatrist friend, has got disappeared, then now both husband and wife look for the third level platforms on weekends. Means on every Saturday, they both, husband and wife, Charlie and his wife, used to go to the platforms of Grand Central Station to search the third level. And narrator recalls telling Sam about Gale's work. Now narrator recalls that he himself have told about Galesburg to his friend. The narrator believes that Sam is now in Galesburg in the year 1894. Means now Galesburg, at Galesburg, Sam has reached, and from where he had heard about, from the Charlie himself he had heard about. So what are the first cover days? First cover meaning is being explained here. Stamp collectors affix new stamps on an envelope, mail the envelope to themselves on the first day of sale. The postmark gives proof of the day, and envelope never opened, nothing written. So first cover, student, you all must know the meaning of first day covers. First day covers is the part of philately. Means whenever a new stamp is being introduced, then what people used to do, people just buy a new envelope and affix that stamp on that and post it to themselves. When it comes back to them, then they keep it as a record, because it has the seal of the post office, and it becomes the proof that on which date the stamp is being purchased by the particular person. So this is the first day cover. Let's see. Narrator finds a strange first day cover in his collection. So he had the hobby of philately, stamp collection. So he may be having many of the first day covers, but he had a strange first day cover in his collection. Why it was strange? Let us see. He saw a strange first day cover in his collection, and on that envelope grandfather's address in Galesburg was written, and the date on this post office's seal was July 18th 1894. The 6-cent stamp bears the picture of President Garfield. The envelope contains letter for Charlie by his friend Sam, and Sam confirmed the presence of third level as he himself has reached there. Sam invites Charlie and Louisa to join him in Galesburg, and he also advises him to keep looking for third level till it is found, because Sam was enjoying living at the third level. And he first of all heard from Charlie that what is the way to reach there, and uh, what kind of peace he will get there, and he himself reached there. Let us see more about Sam's disappearance. Sam had bought $800 worth of old style currency, and that money was sufficient to set him up in a little hay field and grain business. Sam cannot go back to old business since psychiatry was not known as a profession in Galesburg of 1894. Means at that time people did not require any kind of psychiatrist advice. Therefore, this profession was unknown at that time. Therefore, Sam cannot continue with that business. Therefore, he started a new business over there. What was the business? The business of hayfield and grains. Okay. I hope students the chapter is quite clear to you, and read the chapter from the book also once more, I advise, so that it will be more clear to you. Thank you.